Morning. It is Saturday, September 3rd, 2022, 9:06 a.m. I'm eating a chocolate chip muffin. And it's very good. Because, when you're old and fat, what you really need is more baked goods. I had a really crappy week. And part of what made it so crappy is that nothing bad happened. I initially chalked it up to first week back from vacation blues. But it got more severe than that. And I'm still cranky. Something that I thought was no longer an option for me presented itself as an option again. And I think that had a big impact on my mental well-being. I don't want to get into specifics, but this option I tried to do before. I tried to do this thing and it didn't go well. And now I kind of got pointed back in the direction and people are telling me I should try again. And I'd love to, but I still think it would just, the same thing would happen all over again. Old reheated coffee. Good. Yeah. When we're growing up, people are always like, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And then suddenly you're grown up and you don't know what you are. And everything you thought you could be is kind of no longer a possibility. I was over at my mom's once and we were talking about stuff, life stuff. And I was like, I just don't know what to do with my life anymore. And she said, who says you have to do anything? And it shook me up a little bit because what's the point if you don't do something? And so last week we were in South Dakota visiting my dad and his wife. And I see this lovely life that my dad has built for himself over the course of what's getting to be a very long life, and his wife is successful as well. And then here I am making YouTube videos. Shouldn't I have my act together by now? That's really the question. It's, where did I step off track? Because I feel a little stuck. One of the reasons I got off of Facebook was because I was looking around at all these other people that I went to high school with or college with, and they had these great lives. Or people present their lives as great and amazing on social media, and they may not be, but I know at least many of them have successful careers and etc. And part of me thinks, well, you don't want your life to be defined by your work. I don't want my life to be defined by my work, but at the same time, I would love it if my work was something I was passionate about. Because right now I'm building stuff I don't even understand, and I'm not passionate about it. It's a fine job, I like it, but man, I wish I had something to get up and do every day that I was excited about, and that I was actually smart enough to be able to do, or talented enough to be able to do, because I'm neither one of those things. When I was in school, high school and college, people were always like, you're just not trying hard enough. I was trying hard enough. It was just that I was too stupid to actually get any information inside my thick skull. And this was proven by the fact that I tried to go back to school about a year ago and it did not work. Nobody told me that Tate, you're just dumb. Sorry. Why don't you just be happy? You don't have to think too hard about anything. You don't have to try to learn great big concepts and retain lots of important information. Just go about your day and be happy. I would have said, okay. but no, they kept telling me, you got to try harder, do more. Well, I was trying hard, but I still can't do anything. So anyway, the depression has been bad. My wife, of course, disagrees with everything that I just said, and she thinks that I can go ahead and do these things as long as I have proper support. She's very supportive. One of the reasons I married her. She's like one of the most supportive and loving people I've ever met. And my parents have always been supportive, but they also could have just said, "Tate, you're too stupid." Just, truthfulness is important. It's like telling someone they just need to try harder when you know darn well that they're just too stupid to actually accomplish anything isn't really the most loving thing to do. If you actually love that person, you just say, you know what? I love you, but you're dumb. Sorry. Today's message is brought to you by caffeine. I didn't think my life at the age of 48 would mostly be me sitting around wishing things had been different. I was supposed to go to talk to somebody today about stuff and things, and I canceled it because I'm a big fat loser, and my wife is mad about it. It wasn't therapy in the strictest sense, but it would have been like that. And part of me wonders if I should go back to therapy. And then I look at therapists, and they're all like these freaking new age gurus. The hell is that? I don't need to sit in the lotus position and om and all that stuff and try to, be true to my inner whatever. My inner whatever is a mess. My inner whatever has gotten me into some deep trouble. And then to top it all off, I'm doing this stupid YouTube thing, and I don't understand it at all. Like, I'll put shorts are supposed to help get you views and all this stuff. I'm putting shorts up, and they get like one view, one freaking view. And then I'll put up another one, and it'll get 300 views. Like, I don't understand this at all. I realize it has to do with what time of day and all this crap, but it's like the ones I want to actually get some traction don't get traction. And then all of these regular videos about wonderful content like this can't seem to get out of, single digit views. It's like, why am I doing this? It's been 4 months, which I realize isn't that long, and I should probably just be more patient, but I'm not a patient man. Sometimes I feel myself teetering on the edge of nihilism. Or how do you pronounce that? Nihilism, nihilism? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean. It's this word. But then you start to think about it. It's like, well, why don't you just lie down in your own filth and wait to die then? Because, what's the point? But, I don't feel that way. I hold to a very structured worldview, and that doesn't mesh. This video did not turn out the way I thought it was going to. It's probably too much caffeine. And a chocolate chip muffin. I'm the picture of health. So I should probably wrap this up. Been a rough week. Yeah. I'm on the max dose of my antidepressant, which nobody can explain why it works. Although it doesn't really seem to be working that well right now. I don't know what to do with my life, but who says you have to do anything? I don't know. There must be a point to this. Some lesson I'm supposed to learn. But, as I've said before, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. So who knows if I'll ever learn it. Anyway, rant over. That's quite enough of that. Stay tuned for more riveting content. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.